Hello out there. Today we're going to share with you and show off shared inboxes in Beetexting and all the supporting features. So let's do it now. So the first thing you'll want to do is head on over to Settings, go to Users, and we can invite some new users. So we already have 2 here. We've got some others that we can invite. Looks like this person hasn't joined yet, but Demo 4. We'll just go ahead and invite them, and we'll assign them to which lines we want them to have access to. And then just click Send Invitation. We got a separate video what that looks like from that user's perspective, but just to keep things moving along, we'll just move on to the next thing, which is switching mailboxes. So now I'm logged in as Alan, and so I can switch inboxes pretty easily to this is my personal line, or go back to in other lines. So maybe Alan's an executive and he has an executive assistant. Maybe Alan didn't want to put in an out of office autoresponder and wants to delegate his inbox for a day to a teammate to help out. All number of reasons you'd want multiple people on a personal line, but we'll just go ahead and switch back to sales. So now that we're in here, we can see that multiple users can contribute. And then if you look really closely, you'll see here it says who's the user that's contributing. So if that was a different user, you would just see that other user there. So you can see the system did that one. This is like a payment thing, so the system automatically said thanks for your payment. So that's one example of that. But at a high level, you've got on the left hand side here, this is the contact, and the right hand side, this is us sending messages out as a team. Down the middle, you've got system notes, and so you see here that the conversation was claimed. You've got internal notes here, and I'll go over that in just a second. So all down the middle, you've got system notes, and obviously the contact, won't be seeing those. So next up, I want to talk about filtering the inbox. So this is a really cool feature when you're working as a team. So one of our more popular filters is a combination of claimed by me and unclaimed. So you can say, okay, I only want to see in my inbox things that I've claimed, I picked up, and things that are waiting to be picked up. So if I apply that filter, it'll just filter my inbox accordingly. All right. So now that the inbox is filtered, I know that these are just the things that I need that need my attention. So right from here, I can mark things as resolved. So you've got some here. Then I'll filter my inbox to only show unresolved items. Just clean it up even a little more. So this is a really handy way to collaborate with the team. So let's say this one, now I want to talk about how to transfer. So if I can claim this, which, let's just say I claim this, so it'll stay in my inbox because I have that filter on. But let's say I've worked it for a little while. I want to transfer it. So I'm going to transfer it to Rob. And as soon as I do this, an internal system note will be added that it's been transferred to Rob. But then since I have this filter applied, it should just disappear right from my inbox. All right, another cool feature is when you're collaborating with the team, you can post an internal note. And then post that. You can even tag a teammate in, which will send them a notification. So one other thing I'll just mention really quick, if you are working a shared line, like this sales line, for example, let's go ahead and clear some of the filters so we can just see more of what's going on. One thing you can do is you can add a signature, which is a nice thing to do. So that way, especially a prospect who's more familiar with your team, or a customer who's more familiar with your team, and you could put, any number of lines on there, like a typical type email signature, or maybe more little text appropriate signature there. And then this way, if you have signature enabled, if you go ahead and contribute here, it will just append your signature so that customer who understands that this is a shared line understands who they're talking to, which is a feature that got requested and built. So that's shared inboxes on Beetexting. It's really powerful when you get the whole team collaborating together to provide world-class customer experiences and build those personal relationships via text. We'd love to hear below any ideas you have on use cases for how to use shared inboxes as a team. Maybe it's a big broadcast message going out and you got to have multiple people on it to handle the responses, or executive assistant, like we mentioned earlier. There's just all number of ways to collaborate on this together. So we'd love to hear from you. Hey, thanks for watching.